up.
Oh my.
Yes.
I lube up my weenus on the daily.
Me-
Every single day.
Yeah, me too. Usually when I get out of the shower, I lube it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of while you're in the shower or before you get in the shower.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
It's always
That's
better when
cool.
you do it out of the shower.
Yes, get it lubed up. All right. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. And welcome back again. And Happy New Year to everyone out there in listener land across the world and the galaxy,
CCC.
the International Space Station and
Multiverse.
low Earth orbit in the multiverse. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, we're gonna have to talk about a preview I saw over the holidays. But yeah, welcome back. I'm Jared.
What up, people? I'm Jay.
And we're back at it again for 2023. Jay, cousin,
yes, sir.
what the heck is up? So, I know we sort of talked about, how everything's going, and it's always sort of like the same old, same old. So I'll ask you this question of the day just to start right off. Mm-hmm. So if we're never to trust the big butt and a smile, because the Poison song way back in the day, which should we trust more, a big butt or a smile? I had this question from my son. You can't trust a big butt and a smile. So which one, big butt or a
keep
smile?
Forgetting he's like at that age now where those things are.
Man, he told me the other day he had 3 girls texting him. I was like, bruh.
Hey, man, it's I applaud him. Yeah. Hey, man, little guy, do your thing, your thug thizzle. What can you trust, big butt or the smile? Wow. I want to say that neither one can be trusted. But I guess if I had to pick one, I would. Ooh, man, that's a tough one. I guess I would trust the. Maybe I would trust the big butt. Yeah, maybe. Oh crap! Here we go again. Here we go again.
So you would trust the big butt. So Jay is trying to get back to us. Between the big butt and the smile, wow. Let me see if I can bring him back in.
Hello, I could hear you.
I could. Yeah, it's all right. Your camera's not on, but I could at least hear you too. So,
man.
So you said while you work on that, you said that you would trust a big butt over a smile, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe it's because both of them are. It can be deceiving.
Yeah, true. You could have one great and then one terrible, or one or both great or both terrible. You know what I'm trying to say?
Very true.
And they could turn out to be, like you said, very deceiving, depending on the situation.
Yes. I
don't know. I would say if you trust the big butt, what if their smile was totally jacked up? That's unless I would personally, sadly, probably trust the smile because for some reason that's where I'm looking first.
True.
Yeah,
that's true.
And it could be a medium butt with a smile, or no butt with a smile. Mm-hmm. But if you got a big butt and you have a bad smile, then it could be good for now, but for later, you don't know.
But what if it's like an old lady with a big butt?
Old lady with BBL? I've seen those. It's very scary.
Yeah, man. I mean,
it's very scary.
We all been to church in our day. We've seen lots. And then there's some with older lady with no teeth in their mouth, so they, their smile is, not as appealing.
Yeah.
So
that takes me out right there. I don't even know. I think I'm done. I just say stick to point, stick to the rules, set forth by Belle Biv DeVoe and Poison. Never trust a big butt and a smile. That's the combination. There gotta be something up with that. But then again, it may turn out to be okay. It may turn out to be okay.
It might.
Just have to be very judicious in your trust.
Mm.
Anyway, Jay, so I mean, yeah, we just it's beginning of January. By the way, happy birthday to my mom.
Yes,
yesterday.
Happy birthday to your mom.
Yesterday was her birthday. Love her, and she was born on a Saturday.
Oh, cool.
And yesterday was her birthday, which was Saturday. So when birthday falls on, at the same like day that you were born on. So
right.
that's cool. I know she had a nice little day yesterday for the most part. But yeah, man, how was your holidays? What did you do? Did you do something fun or exciting?
Not really. Nothing really exciting. I got off. Let's see. I look back at my calendar. Couple days when it was Christmas. Christmas was on a Sunday, so obviously I didn't, get off like the Friday before, but I had the week after Christmas. Anyway, my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law and two of her boys came in to town. I lost Jared. Where did he go? Now I'm just talking to myself.
My
there
bad.
He is.
Go ahead.
Okay, so where was I? Mother-in-law, sister-in-law, two boys, two nephews came into town. So yeah, it was just not much. We just cook, hang out, watch movies, all that good stuff, fun stuff, man. So nothing super exciting. Kids got like a crap ton of presents. So yeah, it was just pretty much the family thing, man. Ate a lot of food, cooked a lot, that type of deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Did you get anything fun or exciting as a Christmas present? Anything that you had been wanting, or
no? I didn't want anything, so I didn't get anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really
nothing?
did. I got some candy. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got candy. What on tell after Christmas, my son, one of my youngest, was like, "Hey, Dad, I got some money. You want me to go buy was it Halo, the latest Halo game for you?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "No, it's cool, because I know you're the one that actually won it because you stole my Xbox One and it's in your room. I hadn't touched my Xbox One in
a long time, huh?
Very long time, man. I had to hook up my Xbox 360 just so I could play something. So, yeah, but no, I didn't get anything. My wife didn't want anything either, but I still got her like a couple pairs of some Nike Air Max.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, she said she didn't want anything, but she's always saying, "I need some new shoes. I need some new shoes." To so. As husband, as men, we got to listen because they always say we don't listen.
Man, I'm telling you what, man, they dropped them. So the thing is, man, they dropped them hints throughout the year, right?
Oh, yeah.
And like they may say like, "Oh, I'd love this for my for my birthday or something like that," or "I want this for Christmas," and it's like 8 months away from the date, right?
Yeah.
So like you got to listen to that, and either you got to buy it then and hide it, or you got to like put it on a reminder to get it, in time, because if you don't, you'll sit there like a couple days before, just be, like what am I going to get? And yeah, my wife will be, she'll be something similar, like I don't know, I don't really know what I want, or blah blah blah. Like she'll say that, like leading up to the day, but for like 4 or 5 months beforehand, she would like sending me like a link on Amazon or like a post on Instagram or something.
Oh yeah.
Like, ooh, that would be cute. Like she'll say stuff like that. Like,
yeah. Now, does your wife make lists on Amazon? Like, does she have like a list?
She doesn't, man. but I do. She won't even have stuff that's saved for later. She'll just find something that she likes, or find something that, she wants. Maybe it's like something for the family or one of the kids. And she will just immediately share it, like send it to me from Amazon, right? Because I have Amazon Prime on my Amazon account,
right?
So she'll send it to me for me to order it, and then like 2-3 days later she'll be like, "Oh, did you order that thing I sent you?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" So she won't make a list, and that's what I said. I'm like, for Christmas you should make a list on Amazon, then you could share that with everybody, therefore, so everybody could know about the type of things that you would want as a present for Christmas or birthday, whatever. And she's like, "No, I don't like to make lists." And I'm like, "What the heck? You expect us to remember all this stuff?" That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, man, that's
I make those lists though. I make those wish lists.
Yeah, I mean, I don't make a list, but my wife, she usually does lists for like things we need around the house, that type of thing. But I'll usually, make a list of like books that I want or something like that. But other than that,
no, man, I have to make lists because I get so distracted so easily, which is sad. But I'll get distracted so easily. Like I'll be looking at something and be like, "Oh, that looks cool," and I'll put it in my cart, and then like I'll totally forget about it, and then I'll go and buy something. And I'm like, I don't really want that yet, so I'll put it on like the save for later, and then it just stays in save for later. Whereas when I started making lists, I just started making lists for a handful of things, and I was like, you know what, that might be cool as a birthday or Christmas present. So I'll just send that out down the line, or maybe I'll buy it if I have a chance to come back. But I get, I'm like a freaking, I don't know, like gerbil or whatever it is when it comes to Amazon. I'm just like all over the place. But yeah, that's cool. But yeah, man, it sounds like you had a pretty good, time off, relax with the family.
It wasn't bad, man. It was just a chill out atmosphere, man. So nothing crazy.
Yeah, and some days off of work, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they got that week off, but that week off was just like, man, we cleaning up because kids got so many toys. So we boxed up so much old clothes, so much old toys, shoes that we just donated. So multiple trips to the city dump to throw away boxes.
Understand that. That's wild. Yeah, man. That's crazy. Well, let's see here. For the holidays, for me, I would have loved to go back to Houston to visit my family, but unfortunately could not do that this time around. We hung out at the house. It snowed a couple days before Christmas, so we had a quote unquote white Christmas with all the snow here. Yeah, man, kids. I don't think we didn't really go like big or on any like presents and stuff like that this year, just because I think we had those trips earlier in the year that took a lot of money from us, but B, I think we sort of said, hey, Jamaica was sort of like the biggest Christmas present for everybody. So everything else was just sort of like smaller. And so, it wasn't like people like ripping open presents, like crazy time this year. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like maybe when they were little. Yeah. And also, yeah, man, they're in this interesting age. So my son is 14 and daughter is 12, soon to be 15 and 13. Yeah. And they're in an age where, we're not like buying like little toys for them anymore. We're not buying like video game systems, like that. Right. They more like want like clothes and like gift cards. That's like random stuff. Like my son is like Xbox gift card to Zoomies. Like one of the larger things he wanted was like a skateboard deck or something like that. Yeah. So that's the type of stuff that he got. And then my daughter was just like clothes and makeup or stuff like that. So I was like, dang,
that's great. Weird. Your kids will go to like a public school. They can wear whatever they want.
Yeah, they go to public school. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like different because my kids wear uniform. Like they're like so not interested in trying to buy clothes or anything. Yeah, not interested at all. So that's interesting to know.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, there are some rules around certain things that they can wear, but yeah, for the most part, they can wear what they want. Certain images and phrases and stuff like that they can't put on. But yeah, man, it was interesting. So yeah, that was that. So it was cool. It was really chill. And then for me, I don't know. I just had like some random stuff from Amazon list. So I wasn't like going like crazy or whatever. Right. But my let's see here. My family got me, which really means us, an air fryer. which
Cool.
I've been wanting for a long time. On and off, I wanted for a long time, and it's really cool. They work really, really well. And then also my family got my son and I tickets to go see TCU play against Michigan in the Fiesta Bowl.
That's right.
And
That's right.
That was an amazing experience. First of all, I grew up loving the University of Michigan's football team. That was my childhood favorite team, and my dad's as well. So there's a lot of emotional attached history to that program and watching their team play. Over the years. And then obviously I went to college at TCU, and it was their first time making the playoffs. And they have such a great team this year, that I was like, it's amazing. And the other great thing is the fact that the game was played in Phoenix, Arizona. So we knew that at least we had one place to stay, on the way if we wanted to break it up.
Right.
Halfway down not halfway down, but almost halfway down, my mother-in-law has a house just in the southern part of Utah. So my son and I drove down, stayed there overnight one night, and then we drove in the rest of the way to Phoenix the next day. And I got a super good deal on a hotel because my company has one, and a lot of companies these days have those, those like travel perks and random things.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So, and then, the amazing thing was being able to see some friends that I would consider family that I haven't seen in like 20 years.
Wow.
Some that I expected to see and some that I totally didn't expect to see. And it was amazing to see them.
Was
and
it like instant, like recognizing them?
Yeah. Well, first of all, a couple of like one of them, I was like, I've been texting the dude back and forth saying, hey man, I knew that he was going to the game and I just wanted to see when we could link up. And, so I ended up seeing him before the game. And then as we were going to the game, I found out that one of my other friends, which was my former roommate, just after college, I went and like basically rented out a room for that summer from one of my friends named Caroline, who is she was a ballerina in school. And one of her roommates, who was a senior the same time as me, moved away immediately. And so she needed somebody to rent out a room with her and one of her other roommates, Angie. So I roomed with them over the summer, and I've been friends with them like throughout most of college and really tight connections. So I found out she was in town with her husband from North Carolina, and they were there with some other friends. And so we all linked up, before the game. It was just cool, man, seeing those people, and the wild thing is like none of them have changed that much. All of us, either have a little bit of gray here and there, but overall, everything's the same. And the wild thing is a couple of them told some really interesting stories to my son about me. So, so that's fun. But, no, man, living with my friend Caroline for that summer was wild because that was one of the inspirations. She was one of the inspirations for me not to be a terrible cook because I'll tell you real quick. We had one night in particular in that duplex. I remember we were both starving and I was like, what do you have in the fridge? We can cook something. Because we were both like starving and like not like we were poor, college student age, whatever. So she's like, well, I got a pack of hot dogs and I got some like beef short ribs. Cooking. And the beef short ribs were freezer burned. So I was like, all right, well, we'll try to bake them in the oven. I don't know why. So we threw them on a pan in the oven. I got the hot dogs and I was like, we need to make these stretch. So I cut them lengthwise into quarters, so little hot dog strips. And we put them on a sheet pan. No seasoning on anything. Threw them in the oven. Then all of a sudden the house was smoky, and I was like, what the heck's happening? So we opened it up. The hot dogs had all burnt to a crisp, And then like the short ribs were basically like overdone, but they were freezer burnt, so they tasted like leather. It was so bad. I can't. We ended up going somewhere and getting some food after that.
Yeah,
but
you know what they do way back in the day. Gotta work it out.
It was a great story, but the thing is, I remember that experience and saying, "Dang, I will never cook this bad for the rest of my life." So thankfully that happened, but she was a part of that. But yeah, man, it was wild, but it was cool to be able to hang out with them. And then we ended up, going out with my friend Caroline and her husband after the game, and going and having a bite to eat and chat. So yeah, man. So that was good. And then obviously we went to the game, and my son and I had a great time. We had to cheer for TCU because, we paid a lot of money to that school.
Yeah.
And because it was their first opportunity, and it was the biggest game that they had played up to that point in decades. So the atmosphere was electric. The stadium was probably like 60-40 TCU to Michigan as far as fans, and it was just amazing. And yeah, man, it was a really good time with my son. Like I think it was one of those situations where, it was a once in a lifetime opportunity to go to the game, but mainly it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to like spend that time with him, for a special event, that we could both remember, and it was great. It was a good time. So
cool, man.
Yeah. So other than that, came back home, and like on New Year's Eve or something like that, I think it dumped snow like a couple feet almost in Salt Lake area.
Yeah.
So we took a couple days to get back home, but we made it back home safe and sound. That's wild.
Cool. That's good, man.
We also stopped by the Hoover Dam. Were you on the trip with me? Were you on the trip with us when we went to Hoover Dam and Grand Canyon?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Because you went on the next one. So we went to, my son and I, on the way down, we stopped at Hoover Dam, which is just west, what is it? Just east northeast of Las Vegas.
Right.
And our family, like your and my, family side, have I guess a great uncle. You and I have a great uncle who worked on the construction of the Hoover Dam.
Okay.
Way back in the day. And I remember my mom telling us that when we were kids. We went there the first time. So my son and I, we stopped there, and it's wild because I remember when I was a kid, there's one side of the dam where it's just like a sheer drop off, and the other side is where the water sort of like stops up at. And I remember when I was a kid, the water level was like up near the top of the dam. We went there this time, and it was like, I swear it was like 100 feet lower. It's crazy. It's very scary to look off the side of the dam. That's all I got to say.
I can imagine. No, not at all. It
was interesting, but it was really cool because we got there super early and not a lot of people were there. So, we got to sort of enjoy walking around a little bit, frighteningly. And then, and then back, man. But yeah, man, that was a holiday. I'm super thankful that my family, got us tickets to go to that game. It was an amazing experience. I had a lot of friends who, had planned on and are going to the national championship, which is held tomorrow. They're like, Jared, are you coming to the national championship, which is in LA, which I could stay with my brother for free if I wanted to go to that.
Yeah.
But, traveling down is 10-hour drive or
a flight,
like a 1.5 hour flight, but the cost of the flight is pretty expensive, 1 week out. Right. And then the tickets to the game, the cheapest ticket was like $500. So I was like, nah, I just spent a lot of money going to the one. So I'm gonna just have to bow out, unfortunately. But yeah, man, it's crazy. But
wow,
yeah, those games. And this is the crazy thing about the playoffs, about the college football playoffs. You have fans coming in from wherever to go to the first game, to the first round, the semifinal. And, it's a lot of money to travel, to hotel, drive, whatever it is, then get the tickets to the game. And like our tickets to that game, face value was less than $200. So that was nice, like price wise, comparatively to $500.
Right.
But, but a lot of these fans also get the tickets down at the bottom, which are, $500, $600, $1,000, whatever, or more. So you have that situation. And then if your team advances to the final, then you have to all of a sudden within a week's time, plan a trip, plan to get tickets, plan some kind of travel, plan some kind of accommodation. And that is, an added expense. And I mean, for the fans that have the money to do it, that's cool, whatever. But it's just hard within that amount of time. So it's going to be interesting when they expand the college football playoff to like 12 teams. The travel for that's going to be insane. I was just blessed that the first game was, within a 10-hour drive, less than 10-hour drive from my house.
Right.
This time around. So
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
wild, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good. Glad you had a great holiday. Great Christmas. I'm gonna tell you somebody who did not have a great Christmas.
Who's that?
About a few thousand people when a hospital texts them, "Hey, you have an aggressive form of cancer." Mistakenly text them.
What was that? When was that?
That was I guess
just before Christmas?
Right before Christmas, on the 23rd, a hospital sent a cancer notification to thousands of patients by mistake. Caution them. I guess the letter specifically cautioned the patient that he had an aggressive lung cancer with metastasis. I guess that's metastasis. I don't know how you say that.
I don't know.
But yeah, that would screw up my Christmas severely.
Wow. Yeah, big time.
Yeah. So they were saying like this type of thing could have resulted in heart attacks. And at the very least, panic attacks. Panic attacks are no joke at all either. So that's pretty wild.
Good night.
Yeah,
that is very wild. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but you'd expect some people to have some type of lawsuit against the hospital, for freaking them out, if nothing else.
Yeah. So everybody out there, count your blessings. You didn't get that text. Or notifications. So all right, man. What we got on the list? With that said, what we got on the list?
Wow. So you said so we talked about the holiday. So you told me actually, I think as we were on our trip back, that you were a guest on Felipe's Garage podcast.
Tell me man. That. So that was cool, man. So Felipe's Garage, that's another one podcast, I listen to, very, very funny, very entertaining, like kind of hits on all the things I'm interested in, like hip hop, nerd culture, movies, that type of thing. They have I guess a monthly Ask Me Anything type, where they're getting back into it. So, as a member of their Patreon, that's one of the perks, alongside like clothing and all kind of other things you could get with that. They have a time where guests or people who contribute can go on and just hang out and kick it with them. So like myself and a few other people, a couple of one or two other podcast people, and as well as some other people, got to go and hang out with them and, just kick it, talk all kind of crap. That type of stuff, and they have a Facebook group. So you could go and join that if you listen to the pod. They just have a few questions you got to answer before you could get in there. So yeah, man, it was cool, man. We just talked about all kind of stuff, music, all kind of wild stuff. They like to talk that conspiracy talk, that alien talk, that all kind of crap. So it was a fun time, man, and it's a very fun pod. So people out there should check them out, man. Give them a listen or two.
Yeah. Felipe's Garage, very dope podcast, and that's cool that you had the opportunity to hop on there. Man, they have some great episodes, great takes on the music industry and entertainment industry. So, they're in the heart of it from a lot of different angles. So that's cool, man. That's dope,
man. It's pretty good.
Good that you had that opportunity. One thing that I found out during the holidays, which made me very sad, So you remember back in the day, like you're in high school, middle school, and you started getting these just out of the blue. It seemed to me, started getting these magazines that had a bunch of tennis shoes and jerseys and team gear on it. And
Eastbay.
You're like, what is this? Yeah. You're like, where is Eastbay? Where is that? So, it was almost like a mail order catalog back in the day.
Wonderful.
And it literally had jerseys for every team, for all the star players. And this is, normally from basketball, football, and baseball. And it started out with that and like sneakers, and then like the shorts or the pants, or like the team gear that they would wear, on the sidelines and stuff like that. And then it expanded eventually into a little bit of other stuff, but it was like a month. It felt like a monthly, maybe it was a quarterly, magazine that you would get, and you can mail order all this dope stuff. And that was the first time I saw like Chris Webber shoes and like some Jordans that I'd never seen before, like all this stuff. And it was wild. Well, I found out that, I don't know after how many years of operation.
Lots of years.
Yeah, let's see. But Eastbay, their company shut down. So let's see how many years they were.
It was 20. It had to be 20 something years, huh?
Oh, it's way more than that.
30 years,
let's
maybe?
see. What is Eastbay? What happened to Eastbay? Let's see here. We're gonna wait. Let me see. So it looks like it said they're closed. They're scheduled to shut down permanently in 2023. I'm trying to see. Dadgummit.
And there's a 70% discount on the, in the
70%
store.
discount
But
on the site right now.
Crazy trying to get on that site because I went there, last week, and I could barely navigate. I guess everybody's trying to get stuff off of that.
Super busy.
Yeah.
So let's see here. It says since 1997, it's been direct to mail division. That can't be. Let's see. The company began in 1980, but it was made by the Woolworth Company. So you remember Woolworth back in the day, who is now owned by Foot Locker.
Right.
Eastbay's from Wisconsin. For some reason, I thought it was from like San Francisco. Let's see here. Eastbay by 1990, call center was shipping Creighton. So about 1990, that's when they started doing catalogs.
Okay.
And yeah, man, they started sending them out. So yeah, it's probably like mid 90s is when I remember started getting those catalogs in the mail. And like, I would bring them to school, like my friends, we'd all talk about the shoes and stuff like that, or stuff that we wanted.
Yeah.
I remember, looking at some jerseys from different players and be like, oh, I'd love that jersey, or love to get like my name on a jersey or something like that.
Yeah.
But man, that was like definitely a part of our, what do you want to call it? Like teenage culture.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Cause Eastbay, everybody knew about Eastbay. Everybody, especially all the athletes, anybody who played ball.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody knew Eastbay, man. It was, it's sad to see him go. I mean, it's been a while. It's probably been a few years since I ordered something from him.
Yeah. But, Do you remember anything that you ordered that was probably like one of the more prominent things?
The only thing I can remember, I ordered a Pippen jersey, I think in the 90s sometime, like late 90s, mid to late 90s. Definitely got shoes. Jordan, what do you call it? Like warm-up suit. Yeah, so I've ordered a lot of stuff. They got a lot of money from me back in the day. Yeah,
that's dope. Trying to think, man. I think I was so cheap back in the day, or my parents were like trying to make me cheap back in the day. I think anything I would have ordered would have been like they wouldn't have been, I can't remember off top, but it wouldn't have been like anything. It would have been more like a t-shirt or like a hoodie back in the day. Maybe a starter jacket.
I was just about to mention that. Yeah.
Most expensive thing I saw. And speaking of starter jackets, so I remember back in the day, there was this dark blue and yellow Michigan starter jacket that I wanted way back when I was in high school. When we were at the game the other day last week, I saw somebody pass me in that jersey. I was like, yo, there's my starter jacket from back in the day. I never got it because they were crazy expensive. But yeah, that's wild. But yeah, man, Eastbay, a part of our childhood pop culture, you know, sneakerheads, sports gear enthusiasts,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's shutting down. Like Jay said, they have a 70% off sale going right now. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you have an opportunity to get on their site and actually order something, you know,
Yeah, all I
definitely
see
do
is
that.
shorts
So,
for me, man.
yeah.
Yeah, just some little shorts, warm up pants, no shoes. Some shoes is
Yeah.
fugly in my size.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny.
Mm.
Hey, man, you know, do what you got to do. Do
Yeah,
what you
for
got to
sure.
do. You get you some air grass clippings, you know,
Very true.
some
Very
air
true.
grass clippings. All right. Well, let's see here. Trying to think. I know we had quite a few voicemails while we were
Mm-hmm.
out. So
Mm-hmm.
while I queue up the voicemails, Jay, tell the people how they could leave one.
See it. All right, people, leave a voicemail 385-3 BLAKPC or 385-325-2572. That's where you can give us a little call, leave a voicemail, be a part of the show, be a part of the 2023 New Year on the hashtag Blackout Podcast.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you some. So you know, Google Translate.
Oh
Google
Lord.
Translate always sends. Always translates or whatever into you know, like voice to text.
Wow.
You know,
Okay.
the transcript of a voicemail. And
Well,
so the
dang.
beginning of the last voicemail that we're gonna hear, the
That how
beginning of
you
it,
really feel, Memphis Steve.
yeah, the last voicemail, the beginning of it, I was just like, Memphis Diva, you hate us? Probably because we hadn't been on it so long. But I was like,
Yeah.
no. Anyway, it looks like we're about to find out how Kayla, our friend, our cousin down in Memphis,
Maybe
uh,
it's sup, y'all. Maybe that's what
probably,
that's what.
we're gonna find out what she did leading up to Christmas and then after Christmas and after
Mm-hmm.
the New Year. Oh yeah, also I wanted to talk about a couple of shows that I
Okay.
watched over the holiday. So yeah, we'll get to these voicemails first though.
Cool,
So
cool.
first one up, 3, 2, 1, and wait, anticlimactic and play.
Hashtag Blackout Podcast. What you gotta say?
Uh-oh.
Yep, it's me, Memphis Diva 99, y'all. And I just listened to your latest episode. So I have you know, both of you sirs, I really did. Oh, Elon Musk was I've done my research. Okay? Okay. All right. Okay. Can y'all explain to me what Deion Sanders did that was so bad? He got a new position or something, right? You know, I'm really not into sports, so that's I'm just confused. Like everybody just hating on this man, and they're like, "Oh, what did he do that was so bad?" Okay. I just want to know.
Exactly.
And it's like 34 degrees here, and I'm just chilling in my favorite recliner. I have a question. If you had Batman money and was a vigilante, what type of vigilante would you be? Or am I saying it right? I don't know. I haven't had my coffee. But, you know, I was just thinking about all the crime, people getting robbed, stores getting robbed. And then they talked about closing down Walmart. D-Rob, what you got to say about that? They talked about closing one of the Walmarts here because of the theft. So I was like, man, if I had that man money, I probably would target the storing people, all the people that's just 20 at a time robbing a store. So I got to figure out if I had that man money, what would I call myself? It wouldn't be Kayla that Kayla. It would be something. I don't know. I was just thinking, you know me. But if you were a vigilante, what type would you be? I mean, I wouldn't kill nobody, but I'm gonna make sure you don't target the store. Cause I like Walmart. Y'all, I get lost in there for hours. But okay. Happy holidays. Bye.
All right, Kayla. Wow. Well, I'm glad you've done your research on Elon Musk. That's good. Dion, yeah, we talked about that. I think a lot of people were up in arms by him leaving from a HBCU to take a better paying job and a I guess what you would think is a better situation at University of Colorado. So we talked about that. But then, yeah, if you had Batman money, what kind of vigilante would you be? And closing Walmart, they better not, because they're gonna have a riot.
Yeah.
That actually may bring down that actually, even though Walmart is not like, it's not like, the cleanest store. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's just like one of those just stores that I don't know. Like some people have a negative connotation to Walmart compared to Target or Costco to Sam's, stuff like that. Even though it's not that, I think it would actually bring down the neighborhood if you were to close down a Walmart, because that is jobs, that is
lots of jobs,
an influx of money to the neighborhood. So that wouldn't be good in the long run. But anyway, what kind of vigilante would you be?
That's a good question. If I had Batman money, I tell you right now, I wouldn't be focused on little crimes, because I'm assuming Gotham City was pretty small city. I'm assuming it was a good size for one man to navigate around and get to where he needed to get on time. But if I had Bruce Wayne Batman money, I don't know. I think I'm going to the tippy top, and I'm getting some of these big worldwide entities. I'm going to be targeting some of those folks, the big corporation people,
like Microsoft.
No, maybe. I mean, it's a maybe. If there was something,
keep that Xbox though.
That's yeah. If there's an entity that deliberately does things to target, I guess lower, income communities, maybe bottom to middle, class folks, then those be the people I'd probably target most.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially if you got Batman money, because his pockets are pretty deep, so he could do what he wants. True. I wouldn't be going for nobody to just robbed a I don't know, a Nike store.
Yeah. Oh man. Trying to think. If I had Batman money, what kind of vigilante would I be? Wow. I'm trying to think about, I don't know. I'm trying to think about just random stuff that, that would interest me, right? So I got food, I got sports, I got games. Where do those intersect when it comes to that? I would definitely take down the ticket master type companies. And I would sell tickets at face value to fans of teams, to actual fans of teams, not the scalpers. Obviously, it would be hard to figure that out, but I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know if I had that type of money. I would. Let's see here. I don't even know. My brain is fried this morning. I've been sick. So it's a tough question. I'm gonna think about it and come back. How about I think about it and come back to it? Okay. I don't know, Kayla. That's a good one. That's a deep one, I think. Yeah. But I like Batman's take. He's out there beating up the street punks, beating up the kingpins. I sort of do like that. So.
I'll save the local work for Robin. Or maybe Nightwing or somebody,
Yeah. Okay.
I got my deep pockets, man. I'm going straight to the top.
Yeah.
But then it's like, now that I think about it, does Batman's corporation, Wayne Enterprises, need these big people so that he could actually fund and make his money?
There's politics. I think that I would take down big pharmaceutical companies. That's what it would be.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's what it would be.
Yeah, that might work.
Me and Dr. Mario, we'd be working together. Dr. Mario would be on the inside.
Dr. Mario, gotcha.
He'd be on the inside as the doctor on the doctor side who gets to, find all these doctors. There you go. He'd be finding all these doctors that are like collaborating with the pharmaceutical companies to like make medicine prices high and also suppress. He'd be finding out all the doctors and companies that are suppressing the cures for diseases that are out there, but they're just not releasing.
Right.
And I would be on the inside of Big Pharma as I'd be like a nuclear, like not nuclear, but I'd be like a scientist, a physicist, and all that stuff, where I understand like the ins and outs of all the chemicals that make all these things. But then I also have the knowledge of, this company is making this product for like $5 in a sweatshop, but they're selling it for like $100, at the pharmacy. So I'd find a way to bring down all those companies and make medicine for the people more accessible and reasonably priced.
That's
cool. So I don't know what I would call myself, but
you'd have a big pill as a logo, right?
Yep.
Big
they would call me the pill popper.
There you go, pill popper.
The pill popper.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's silly. Anyway, that's a good question, Kate. All right, here we go. Next up, 3, 2, 1. Warriors. There you go. Oh, she's tripping, man.
Hey, y'all. So I'm noticing a lot of these reality TV stars are now making series like the chick from Real Housewives of, I don't know where she was, but she's on this show called The Penthouse on BET Plus. So I was just thinking, like Candy Burroughs, she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She played on Chicago as the mayor wife. She was tight. So if you had an opportunity to be on a reality show, what type of reality show? Now, I was approached by a young lady that's doing a all-female biker reality show.
Oh, that's cool.
But that's when people have to go into your life, your personal life and stuff. I ain't got time for that. So
come on, Kayla.
It would have been good for my t-shirt line, but
and your books.
I didn't want to. And anyway, long story short, we're still waiting to see the first series, which I hope will drop this year. But anyway, wait a minute, you're almost gone. Anyway, so what type of reality show would you do? Would it be a drama? Would it be funny? Would it be outside? Building something? Of course, I know it'll be hoops, just like
you already know.
Related. So call me back. Bye. No, you ain't gotta call me back. I'll listen to y'all. Okay then, peace out.
I mean, we could call you back.
Yeah.
But that's a good question, man. So what reality show would you be on?
Definitely would not be drama. No, nothing that could kill my marriage or anything like that.
Okay.
It'd probably have to be something building wise, like creating something. So me and the kids really love Lego Masters. That's a very dope show. Love that.
Okay.
We always thinking about something like right when they give the challenges, we'll think about, okay, we could do this, and this. And 9 times out of 10 our idea is better, but maybe execution will probably be completely off. Something dealing with like I said, creating art, or I don't know, man. I've got into building bikes, just really, I guess really got into building bike last year,
Okay.
So I would probably do something like that. I'm constructing a new one right now that could be pretty dope if I finish it.
Yeah,
But
okay.
yeah, I don't know, something creation wise. Yeah, I think so.
That would be cool. I could definitely see you doing that. Also, the fact that you're such an amazing artist, I could definitely see you being on one of those shows.
Appreciate it.
One of those one of those, I don't know, like they have like the tattoo show and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but like just being on one of those shows where it's just like, you have to like create a new artwork based off a theme every week until the end, and then it'll be down to you and some other random person.
And I'll have the little the British judge that always says something crazy and snarky.
Always.
So
he'll say that, but then he'll be like, "I love your work,
but it's a piece of shit."
Right? Exactly.
It just doesn't serve any purpose here.
That's
but
how
I
they
love
go. It. Yeah, that's how they go. No, that's funny. No, man, I would definitely do a cooking show. Like, I would definitely be on any of those. I
could see you on Barbecue Masters. Well,
yeah,
but cool. I mean, like as a judge.
Yeah,
Barbecue Season Masters.
Yeah. I'd be. Oh yeah, like seasoning flavors.
Seasoning Masters. Like
yeah,
you'd be like,
that's funny.
Yeah, this ain't hitting.
Yeah, it ain't it. No, man, I would definitely do that. That would be funny. I've thought about it before. I've actually there's some Facebook groups that I'm a part of that have had like casting calls for that stuff.
Yeah.
And I know people who have been on those shows, so it's not just like a hoax. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do something like that. There's just some stuff I need to fix with my game.
Yeah, points deducted for squeezing your meat. You get points deducted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You squoze your meat.
Yeah,
Team Juicy Meat over here. You squoze too hard.
Squoze too hard.
I would do that. I don't know, man. I would do some type of sports knowledge reality show too. I think I would do that. That would be fun. But I think anything that I did would most likely revolve around food, 100%.
Like around Who food. Wants to Be a Millionaire Sports Edition? Who would your lifeline? Cool. Who would your lifeline be if you had to phone a friend
for sports?
Yeah.
Ooh, dang. And the lifeline has to be somebody you know, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like if they give me a head, I can log on the internet real quick, figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It might be my cousin Fabian.
Yeah.
Because he's always pretty good with the sports knowledge. There's two guys that I work with. They both used to work for StubHub. One is a big like Boston sports fan and also Dallas Cowboys, which is odd. But then there's another guy who is like a big New York sports fan. So one of those guys also may be my lifelines, one of my lifelines, because, we talk sports all the time. So I'd probably do that. And then you would be my 50-50 because I trust your judgment when it comes to like a game of chance.
That's funny.
I'm like, tell me which one, 50-50, so,
wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, but yeah, man, it'll be something like that, but that's a good one. And speaking of reality shows, the Real Housewives shows, I don't know why, but it's one of those guilty pleasures for me. I always like to watch them. I don't know why. But the one that happened in Utah, one of the Real Housewives was, she was tried and convicted of, she was convicted, I believe. Wait, she was convicted. I think they were I don't know what the sentencing is, but I think they said that she could serve, up to 6 years in jail. And it was some kind of telemarketing scheme that she had with her personal assistant. Her personal assistant. Let's see here. The crazy thing is, no, there you go. So she was sentenced to 6.5 years for a telemarketing scheme, and federal prison too. Dang, federal prison, big time. But this lady was she was the wife of like a University of Utah like football coach, and he apparently had no clue what was going on with like this side business that she had. But yeah, man, she committed wire fraud. Let's see, wire fraud, running a telemarketing scheme that defrauded elderly people out of thousands of dollars. Come on, man. The wild thing is this, whenever you see the house that these people had, it's like this humongous house, like up in Park City, which, all the houses up there are expensive in the first place, but it's a humongous house. And you're like, how much of that money that she scammed off these old people, went toward that house? Like, it's crazy, man. But yeah. I don't know. I just thought that was funny, but yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, I think the only Housewives show I ever attempted to watch was like Basketball Wives, like was that over a decade ago when they first started, coming on. Yeah, and then I just dropped off because it was like, it was too much drama for me. I was like, I don't like
it's
this.
Drama. It's catty. My wife likes to watch the Kardashians, and I'm just like, it's like there's nothing about that interests me. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm like, it just doesn't. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like, it seems like too fake to be real. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right. Gotcha.
And I'm like, I wouldn't get emotionally attached to anybody on those shows, because I'm like, at the end of the day, like nothing that they do or say is going to like truly affect me in my life. So, and I guess the same could be said for those housewife shows. But
yeah, that's true.
It's just wild watching these people and their lives. So I guess that's what Kayla was saying. She didn't want people going into her life with the motorcycle show. But I think that would be dope for her to be on, because like that's a big part of her life.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
And then she could have like the cat on there that always terrorizes her house.
Yeah,
like,
didn't he die?
Oh wait, no, he died.
He died. Yeah, that's right.
Oh dang, it's jacked up. Well, she could have her crazy neighbors on there. All right.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Next up, 3. What's that?
I say yeah, and she could show the side hustle of Uber driving.
Yes, that would be funny. The Uber Chronicles.
Uber Tales, yeah.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Lyft Chronicles.
Lyft Chronicles. There you go.
Memphis Steve on 99. Y'all, it is 2:24 a.m. December 23rd, and it is 4 degrees outside.
Woo.
Man, hey y'all, the weather changed, the temperature dropped, it started raining, snowing, but it was the wind. So the city is covered with white cake icing.
Yeah.
It's because I can't have any sweets right now. But I just woke up from a nap and didn't know where I was. Yeah. But anyways, I finally figured it out. Like, I'm at home. Yeah. But anyways, what's the weather? What are y'all doing for Christmas? I'm sure by the time you get this, it'll be after Christmas. It just don't seem Christmassy for some reason here. I don't know. It's weird. But, I'm not going nowhere. I live on a corner. And, and so there's a hill when you come out of my driveway. When you make a right, you got to come to the four-ways. I'm like at the stop sign. So interesting, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be some slipping and sliding. It's been a lot of wrecks, too. So I should talk to you guys later. I'm looking at the Best Man final chapter right now. It's so good on Peacock. Okay, then. Why I got to put, never mind. Bye.
All right. Thanks for that, Kayla. Yeah, man, I know the winter storms are crazy.
Terrible for a lot of people. I've seen like a lot of things that was happening in like Buffalo. People are like out of power and stuff for like maybe a few days to a week or something like that. Yeah, people were dying.
I saw somebody. The snow, like they opened up their garage door and the snow was like almost to the top of where the garage door opened.
Yeah, yep.
And they had their little snow blower. like how am I going to get out of this? Yeah, it's wild, man.
And what else? I mean, it got down to like maybe 10 here, 8 to 10 degrees, and I think the wind chill went below zero. But they only lasted like a few days. It's been like in the 70s, 60s, and 70s.
Yeah, that's so crazy, man.
Since then, so the thing you said about the snowblower and stuff, like freaking Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
He got in that bad accident, and he was like, they say he was jacked up. Like,
what happened to him? Did he get hit by like a snow plow?
Yeah, the snowplow ran over him.
What?
Snowplow ran over him. Yeah, I think he has his own snowplow, and I think he was going to move some stuff. You might have to research it
what?
But he got out and he was in front of it, and it kept moving, ran right over him, man. And he jacked his arms, his legs up.
Oh my gosh!
And I think the police were, from what I remember reading, they were treating it like a crime scene because those particular snowplows, they're supposed to stop whenever they get something like clogs up their, I don't know, their plow system, or if they hit something, they're supposed to actually stop. So I think the police were treating it as that. I hadn't read anything since then, but yeah, that happened.
Wow. Let's see. He was plowing his son in his neighbor's driveway.
Yeah.
And he got airlifted and rushed to the hospital for blunt force trauma. Let's see here, where he was with his nephew Renner. Let's see. The actor suffered blunt chest trauma and orthopedic injuries and underwent surgery. Express gratitude, including the doctor. Blah blah. Let's see. More video obtained by Jeremy's. Shows Jeremy's snowcat being towed away on Sunday. Oh, so he didn't have a snowplow like I have. He had like an actual like that thing that you saw
big boy
on The Shining, driving around in the snow outside.
Yep.
That big old snowcat.
Yeah, the big boy. Yep.
Oh no, I thought he just had like a little push behind. That hurts. And then when you said he got hit, I thought he got hit by a truck. Like one of them trucks coming through. Because they always say you got to watch out for them trucks. It's like, that's like it's like a dump truck size, but this is wild.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. That is scary. Well, thankfully he's all right, man. And accidentally ran over one of his legs. Wow. Dang. He could have died off that.
Yeah.
Whew, man, you gotta watch out for that, man. Crazy. Yeah, weather is wild, man. Scary stuff. Anyway, all right, let's hop on to the next one. This is the night before Christmas.
This Christmas will be a very special Christmas, not for you, but for me. It's Christmas in the city, and Memphis is looking shitty because a storm came through, and Memphis like gas and water is giving us rolling blackouts and limited water because they suck.
Oh my gosh!
Hallelujah, hallelujah, Holly Berry. Punch. It's Christmas. Hey y'all, so it's now like 4 degrees downtown. And I just called. Like, I don't know who this is. First of all, it's Memphis Eve, and I ain't even had no wine yet, but I'm finna have some. But I've been my neighbors made me some chicken dressing, because they think I don't eat. And I couldn't find no cranberry sauce. Some people don't eat cranberry sauce. What's going on? I've been to like 5 stores, and I'm upset because the stores are not closed. But the liquor store is got a line. What y'all giving away in jail? Okay then. Happy holidays again. This is your cousin from Memphis. And bum 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 bum.
All right, that's good. All right, here we go. Next up. Yeah, them liquor stores, man. Liquor stores always be packed on the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Hashtag Blackout Podcast. What are y'all doing? This is Memphis Diva 99, and it is 5:36 a.m. in the morning, and I was headed over to my little job early today, but I'm not going nowhere because I have a flat.
Oh, no.
Don't worry. My brother is on his way. But anyway. What's up with the Waffle House people? What's up with all the fighting at Waffle House? There's a video going live, and it's this white young lady, and they're fighting at Waffle House, and they throw a chair at her. She takes the chair. The way she did it was like Jason Bourne would do it. I think that's his sister. But it's fascinating. So I'm starting to wonder, the cooks and stuff at Waffle House, do they are they there from you know how you get released from jail or prison, you have to go work?
Yep.
Because
work release.
Yep.
I'm seeing maybe they have to go through initiations to work at Waffle House. You got to get jumped in or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just interesting. I got to do some research. But yeah, I was supposed to go to work an hour early today at my company I work for, at the hospital. But don't look like I'm gonna make it. I'm on the flat, like flat. Yeah. I guess I'll talk to y'all later. I was just thinking of some waffles, so I guess I have to make me some frozen waffles because I sure ain't going to Waffle House. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Somebody always getting into that Waffle House.
You know, like it's wild, man, because I don't know. I don't think of that at like a Denny's or an IHOP, even though I think a lot of those locations did go out of business because of COVID. But yeah, you always see like some wild stuff going on at Waffle House. People throwing stuff over the counter, the cooks having a fit, arguing with people. Like, it's wild.
Walking off. I remember seeing a video of some dude walking to the backside, making his own breakfast because the cooks wasn't there.
Yeah, because the cook didn't show up. And it was wild because like during the holiday times, I can't remember which day it was, but I asked my sister like what she and my mom had done that day, and they said they went to Waffle House to get breakfast. They like picked up and got breakfast to go from Waffle House, and I was like, "What are you doing?
Yeah. Get it to go." They had the right idea.
But why? I was like, "Why are you there?" And I don't know. She was like, "Oh, we wanted to try something that was on their menu or something." I don't know. So it was just random, but yeah, I haven't been to a Waffle House in so long to get it
I've never been to a Waffle House.
Scattered, covered, smothered, chopped, slopped. I don't remember. There's all kinds of. There's a way you can get your eggs, and there were like I don't know. There was like 10 different styles you could get, individually or all put together. They even had it on their menu back in the day. Like all the different things, and then you like all you had to do is just tell the waiter, what you wanted, and they would just list it. And so you get an omelet anywhere from like just a regular egg all the way up to like this grand, stack of stuff on a plate. But yeah, I'm sure they still have that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to Waffle House anytime soon. Actually, I don't think they have one in Utah. They may, but I don't know where it is. So
interesting.
You ain't gonna catch me there for a while. So anyway, all right. Last one. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, y'all?
See?
It must be
what's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Well,
trying to play.
This is back in the news. And so yeah. Gangsta Blues had a event here with 3-6 Mafia with MJG and 8 Ball, and wound up there the next day or that night after. Her brother and her were kicking it with some things laced with fentanyl. Yeah. Brother had a seizure. He made it, but his sister didn't. And the world, I'm saying the world because I'm taking it on back to the old school with my grandparents, And then little Boosie, stupid arrest says, hey, if you can't kick your habit, go to crack. Believe sitting all along. If you just can't stop a habit, I prefer for y'all to go to crack. Where's the world going to? Okay?
Wow.
I'm over it. Mother Walters said, the hell with y'all. I'm out of here. New Year's Day, a friend of mine, an ex-club sister of mine, we called her Jin, left somewhere intoxicated and hit a tree.
God.
Wow.
So she was like a biker icon here. And, yeah. So how's y'all New Year's doing in y'all cities? Because good Lord Almighty.
Yeah. Goodness. Well,
That's
sorry for your loss on that one, Kayla. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I heard about the Barbara Walters and then Gangsta Boo, and I was just like, that one just hit me even harder because I was telling my wife, I was like, dang, I remember when me and one of my friends, or a few of my friends went to see her in concert when we was like 17. She had just came out with her solo album. And she was just so sweet after the show, man, giving hugs and just all smiles. But then hear about this, and it's just like, dang, what's going on? And then all these other deaths, man. I mean, Ken Block, I don't know if you know, he's like big in the rally, and I
remember him.
Yeah, man, he died like last week. I think it was last week. So that was crazy, man. I was like, come on. What else is like 2022?
Was that here?
Clean.
Was that in Utah? I think it was.
It might have been. Yeah, might have been.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
So,
because we're out of town, I think, when that happened. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, it's wild, and I mean, on that front, we have you and I have a cousin, that passed away, just here recently. He lived in Texas. I think he was the one who was a police officer. And he ended up, he got shot like back in the summer. And apparently my mom said he didn't fully recover. He didn't completely recover from that. So, he ended up passing away, and my mom was actually at his funeral, this weekend. Yeah. And then one of my cousins who was in, I guess my distant cousin, like, I don't know, third, fourth, whatever, I don't know, second cousin, something like that in North Carolina, also passed away yesterday, which is sad. But she had like Lou Gehrig's disease, which she had been, fighting for a while. So it's just crazy. And she was a much older lady. So it's wild, man. But, I think that, obviously the sad part, is seeing all these people go that, we cherish for whatever reason, either, personal connection with them or family member, or, an experience that you had with them, like you and your friends. I mean, I remember, Ken Block, because I used to love like rally car racing. I used to when I was younger. Yeah. I don't know why.
Hey man, it's a great sport. I love rally car racing.
So him and everybody who did the stuff that he did was, I think it's amazing. But very dangerous. But it's one of those things. But so the main thing is to obviously, like we talked about before, make sure to recognize those people when you can. But then once they're gone, you obviously have to find a way to cherish their memory and remember all the good experience that you had with them, to let that be their legacy, and whatnot. So it's wild, man.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yep.
But the new year has begun and we are off and running. So I already know that we've gotten basically I can do it anytime when y'all want me commitment from Sir John Lee. So we could get him back in the fold really anytime he's available. what he has going on in his music career. And congrats to him with his Girls Love Blue and Don't Look Up, etc. that did so well this past year for him. I know that my sneakerhead friend, whose son created the Weenus Company, he also said that he's down to come on whenever we want to talk shoes.
That's dope, because I need to talk some shoes.
Schedule and make it happen. Yeah, we need to make it happen. And then also the John Effect. I know we couldn't do it in December when we planned. But we've already, tried to make plans with him, so we need to make that happen. But anybody else that wants to come on the show, either from the past or present, whatever, we need to make it happen. Because we love y'all, our friends, our fans. We love y'all. We want to have some new experiences this year coming up.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'll give you a question right now, and maybe I'll answer it. So you can have some time to think about it until you answer. But for this year, I guess I give you a goal and like a charge of like getting someone on the show. But what industry would that person be from, whether it be podcasting or art or whatever it is? So think about that. And for me, I think I would want to bring somebody on the show from the food industry, obviously, because that's what I love. So we can talk food. We can have like a fun, in-depth food conversation. So that would be some industry that I would like to bring on. Maybe barbecue season, maybe something else. But yeah, that's my plan, to grab somebody from that industry.
It's a good question, man. Because I feel the podcast world would be pretty easy, because we're always like interacting with somebody from whatever podcast. So I'm sure that would be easy. I want to say the art world. I know we did have some DMs with Vicente Peoples, the artist that Sir John Lee put us in contact with. So I know we've been trying to get him on the show. It's just our schedules never kind of like align, but we will get him in the future. But I want to do somebody in the creative space. I'll just put it that way. Whether it be like a YouTuber, maybe a YouTuber, or just somebody that's another creative in any type of field. It's so vast and expands so much. We could probably pull somebody from anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's dope. Got to bring Memphis Diva back at some point in time.
Oh, of course, she's always welcome.
Yeah, and any of our pod fam, we got to bring them back. Like, we gotta make it happen. It is what it is. But hey, on that note, I think that's all I got. I will say a happy anniversary to my wife coming up here next weekend. So
man, you got a birthday coming up.
Yeah, and we got my son's birthday. I mean, we had your youngest birthday last month. Middle of last month. We have my son's birthday coming up at the end of this month.
15, dog.
Man, it's gonna be wild. And then the next month we'll have a new nephew show up.
Oh yeah,
and then
spoil him.
Yeah, and then my daughter's birthday after that. Then your son's birthday after that. So yeah, it's gonna be back. And then your birthday coming up.
My birthday after that.
Yep. So it's just like bam, 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 bam. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, on that note, that's all I got, man.
All right, people. Before I leave, like Jared said, it is 2023. Make sure we just talked about some people leaving this world. Make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your bodies, take care of your minds, and start this year off strong and continue throughout the rest of the year and in the years following. So there you go. That's my goals for this year. Yeah. So on that note, #Blackout Pod is where you can find us on Twitter and Instagram. Check us out on your favorite podcast streaming app, and join us on the YouTubes Sunday mornings. We are here just click that follow and that little notification bell so you could see us when we live, and you could hop on in and leave us some comments and things. Or you could just comment #blackoutpod@gmail.com. Could do that. Or you could call. Be brave and call like Memphis Diva. 385-3BLAKPC or 385-325-2572. Give us a little ring-a-ling and leave your thoughts, your anything you want to leave us. Yeah. And then right after you do that, hit up hooksrub.com. Start your year off with some new seasoning. Get some bang in your mouth. Get it all sprinkled all in there, and let that zest get inside your tongue, your taste buds, and into your bellies. Do that, and then buy you some gear and all kind of other good things at hooksrub.com.
Yes, indeed. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Got some fun stuff planned for the year, so hopefully it will all come to fruition. We can make it happen. But on that note,
yes, indeed,
blacking out.
And I am blacking out too. Happy New Year's. Peace it out.